Now let's see Linux file system introduction or Linux file system hierarchy. Let me explain in Windows. In Windows, in Windows, while installing, we choose one main directory called C drive, and along with this one, you can select multiple drives, and one important directory is C drive. Listen, Linux operating system, everything is a file system. It may be file, it may be directory. We call them as a file system. Okay. So first one, root directory or root file system. This is called root. So root is the main file system. Under root directory, we have multiple subdirectories like slash. If you see here, uh, Linux operating system, you can see CD. You can clear the screen. You can type pwd. So under root directory, there is one directory called home. In this root directory, there is a directory called home. This is a home directory for users. This is a home directory for users. Let's say you created X user. Under this home, you can see X. If you created another user Y, you can see home directory for Y user. If you create another user Sreenivas, you can see home directory for Sreenivas. Let me open Windows operating system. While installing, I created a user called Sreenivas. So here under C, under users, we can see one user folder called Akkem. Similar way, for every user, home directory creates under root, under home with username. So slash home contain user directories for every created user. Every created user. Next one, Tim. Slash root is the main root user home directory. So once you install Linux operating system, there is a main user called root. Root user is the main administrator. For root user, you will create slash root home directory. And next one, slash boot. Very, very important. Let me open slash boot. cd slash boot and ls. You can see some bootable files. Some bootable files. In Windows, C drive contain all installed software's bootable files, including operating system bootable files. That's why most of the people say don't create your working files, working directories in C drive. Instead, you can create one more partition drive like D, E, F, and they will ask to create your files into those directories. Yes or no? Because whenever you restart Windows operating system, if you store everything in C drive, it will take more time to boot. So we do not have such kind of issues. This boot directory contains all bootable files. Bootable files. Whenever you restart, it uses this slash boot to start your operating system. Usually, while installing operating system, administrators gives maximum of 500 MB for this boot file, boot directory. Contain all bootable files that require less space. While restarting, it uses this boot directory to start your operating system. And next one, uh, very important one, bin and sbin, bin and sbin. Let me open bin and sbin, cd slash bin ls. You can see list of commands. You can see list of commands, mkdir, and you can see different commands, ls command. You can see multiple commands here. Oh, you can see multiple commands. Similar way, clear screen, cd slash sbin, cd space sbin, then ls. You can see multiple commands. So bin, sbin contain different commands. Bin commands for both root user, normal user. Sbin commands are for for admin users. For admin users. So it contains bin and sbin contain different commands. And next very important directory is etc slash etc. etc directory file system contain configurations, various configuration files. Let's say user configuration file called password, user password configuration file called shadow. Like this, every configuration file contained in this location. It is very important directory. Let me go and show you clear screen. Uh, cd slash etc ls. You can see many configuration files here. Let's say cat slash etc slash password is a configuration file for user details. This is our username and user details. Cat slash etc slash shadow file is a password information file. Password information file. And here you can see user password encrypted details. You cannot see user password directly. You can see encrypted details. Next one thing. Next one. We have other directories like slash temp, cd slash temp, tmp. It is a temporary directory file system. Then you can see other directories like slash dev, slash mnt, slash media, and these are multiple. In that, very important one is slash opt. Opt stands for optional directory file system. Say I want to install my software, let's say Python, PySpark, etc. All the party softwares we will install in this location. Optional directory. Next one, very important one is slash lib. Very important one. Slash lib. Here I said bin has been contain commands list, right? Let's say I executed ls command. If you execute ls command, it is going to show list of commands, right? How it is showing? There is a program written in background for execute corresponding action. So every command related library files presented in this lib location. Every command related library files presented in lib location. And next, very important directory file system is slash var. Slash var. Var stands for variable length. Variable length. What is the purpose of this var directory? Let's say I have installed Apache software. Apache software. Let's say this is uh, web web server. Here, let's say we installed some my website, X website. So users are using, then for every log related to this one, we are going to configure in this location. Let's say X. All logs related to this software, we are going to load it into this location. That directory contains configuration of log location of your software. Maybe Apache, maybe HTTP, maybe Airflow, maybe a server. If you install associated logs, we are going to configure in slash var directory file system. Okay. So these are some important directories too. So all these directories, file systems, in Linux, we call normal files or ordinary files. If you take CSV, HTML, these files are called normal files. These are directory files. These are directory files. And we have device files. Device files to map corresponding device, USB device, DVD device, any external device mapping. We have other device file system called device files. So these are three types of file systems presented in Linux file system team. So this Linux files hierarchy. In Linux file system hierarchy, important one is root directory or root file system. Everything under root directory or root file system team. Okay. Yeah.